Everyone, welcome back to the RedBeard Outdoors podcast. I'm Jonathan, your host, and here at RedBeard Outdoors, I talk about faith, family, fitness, and the outdoors. And today being Tuesday, we get the Tinkering Tuesday edition of the podcast. So Tinkering Tuesday, everything from mindset to gear. We're doing a lot focused on gear right now just because it is the time of year that I highly recommend you get your gear items so that you can test them out, mess around with them, go beat them up, and make sure that they're ready for when you really need them to work and you don't have a safety net per se, or you're in the middle of a hunt. Maybe you've got a limited entry hunt. Maybe you've got a special once in a lifetime draw and you don't want your stuff to fail. So with that being said, Thursdays, every other Thursday, we have the First Phorm Outdoors, or Why First Phorm Outdoors, stories from people, excuse me, that are part of the First Phorm Outdoors community, whether they are Legionnaires, whether they are headquarters members, whether they are people that just came into the program and really enjoy being a part of the community and want to share their stories. All of that is in our Thursday edition of the podcast. Every other Thursday throughout the year 2024 is what we'll be doing. And then Saturdays, we have our full-length episodes, an hour to an hour and a half, where I go over a conversation, share a conversation that I have with someone who's maybe an expert in their field, has an awesome story to tell, maybe both, and stuff that I just enjoy and really want to share with you. So I record the conversation and share with you as we go. So with that being said, guys, I really appreciate your help in growing the channel. The YouTube is growing, the podcast is growing. If you are watching this on YouTube, I do ask, please subscribe. Most of you watching are not subscribed to the channel. So please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment on this video if you have any questions throughout the entire video, and I'd be more than happy to get back to you. If you're listening to the audio only version and you have a YouTube, go over to YouTube as well, especially for these gear reviews. You'll be able to get a little bit more in-depth feedback watching the video. Excuse me. But if you are listening and a hardcore podcast listener, not a watcher, then definitely leave a review. It helps more than you know. And follow or subscribe, whatever the button is, to be updated whenever new episodes come out. So I definitely appreciate you guys. That is a free way that you can support the channel. I really appreciate it, and it helps a ton and takes less than 30 seconds of your time. Now, if you want to help monetarily, one, I have codes down below with all the partners of the show that I work with, gear that I trust, gear that I use, have tested, etc. And I want you to get the best gear possible at the best price possible. So it's a win-win-win. You support my partners, you support me, and I support you by getting you some money saved on the gear items that you were going to purchase anyway. So those are all ways that you can support the show. I really appreciate it, guys. Let's get into today's gear review. Now, we have something here that I found very interesting. So you guys know I run the Quattro bars between Quattro and the AAE bars. So these are the Quattro. This one's the 15. This is the Velago target bar. So this is my back bar for target. You'll notice, though, these are not the Quattro weights. So these are the HAMSKEA magnetic weights. So this is the base. I want to say this one's 2 ounces, but it's got the grippy feature there, and it's got a quick attachment here. So I'm messing around with these because I really like the grip weights from Quattro. They do an amazing job. Their Cerakote job is fantastic. It always looks great. I like their little 1 ouncers. The aesthetics are on point. But I saw these and I said, well, this would be cool if you're someone who likes to maybe mess around with your weights. This definitely applies to target archers, but also on the mountain. Something that if you need a quick adjustment on your weights, these are pretty awesome. So these are the different sizes that they have available. You can see right there where it will fit in and lock into place on the base. There is this type of end cap, and also there's another one that is considered the tool end cap. So basically, if you see these pieces right here are separate, see if I can get to focus on the tool here. Okay, so you can see that is separate. It's magnetized, and then you just twist to lock it in. and it's locked in. I'm testing to see if this has any effect on, you know, vibration. I've heard pros and cons to it. I've heard some people say there is vibration. I have not felt any vibration with these. Again, I've put these mainly on my target bars just because with target, you're wanting to adjust things a little bit more on the fly. Whereas with hunting, you kind of get your rig set up and you go with it. They have the silver edition, and then of course I got the black edition, which is mainly made for the hunters out there, or if you like the black aesthetic over the silver. This bigger one here is a 4-ouncer. There you go. And then these little ones are 1-ounce weights. So I'll show you just kind of how they stack together. There's your bar. If it'll focus on me, it snaps right in. You twist the lock, and now it's locked in. I'm going to add another weight. It's locked in, not going anywhere. And then you want to add the end cap. There you go. It's not falling off. It's not, I don't hear any vibration. I don't feel it whenever I'm shooting a bow. So I don't know, I really like it. Now, here's a cool thing about this end cap here and why it's considered the tool. So sometimes this right here, this little 1-ounce might be hard to get a grip on to be able to unlock it from that 4-ounce, right? That I was able to pull apart. But say you're having a hard time getting that, this little end cap right here can be used as a tool to help screw the 1-ounce off as well, or any of the other ones. If you, this is a 4-ounce, whatever weight, but either way, this little end cap right here will help to be able to unlock if your weights get maybe hooked to each other. I've had a couple times where they got a little snagged where they didn't want to come off of each other. You just take that end cap there, you twist it, what will this be, counterclockwise to unlock it, and then you can keep turning it counterclockwise to unlock the next one down. So pretty cool setup. There's not really much more to it. I'm not a big nerd when it comes to weights. I like the way they look, I like the way they function, and I like how they lock in with magnets. I think that's pretty cool. So if you're looking for a new weight set for your target archery set, definitely take a look at these if you are setting up a target bow. If you already have your setup for hunting, whatever, that's awesome. I'd actually like to hear down below what weights you prefer. If you're running the Quattro bars, if you're running a different bar, I'd love to hear all of that because I really am interested in seeing what you guys have to offer with your opinions. So with that being said, guys, that's really all I've got for you today. I just wanted to go over this cool little piece of gear that I found. It was launched at ATA, I believe, and the bow shop started carrying them, so I started messing around with them, of course, and just wanted to mess around with them. That's about it. That's why we tinker, right? So I think it's a cool item here. I don't know if I'm going to run them on my hunting setup, but definitely an awesome setup for target bars. So with that being said, hope you have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, rest of your week. Again, if you're listening to this on Tuesday, still have a chance to get entered in on the Dark Energy giveaway. A couple $100 worth of Dark Energy gear, including a Poseidon Pro battery pack and a couple of other items from Dark Energy as well. So if you are interested in that, head over to the link down below. If you're not interested in it, or it's later in May, check out the giveaway that I've got going for May. I'm wanting to give back to each and every one of you guys as much as I can for the support that you are giving me as the channel continues to grow. And I have some amazing partners that want to give back to you as well. So check it out, guys. Subscribe to the channel, follow along, leave a review if you're listening to the audio only version. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And of course, get out, live your life, and love it.